music, loved playing songs. And I busked on the street in Harvard Square. And then a gentleman by the name of Chris Florio, who's over there, he has a little record label. And he was so kind to put out some of my music back in the early aughts. And then I drove around the country with a band, a drummer and a bass player in a big van. And we went to all kinds of towns that I had never even heard of until I booked the shows. And it was very interesting, and it was all my dreams come true, being a touring, recording, singer-songwriter. And I hated it. It broke my heart like nobody had ever broken my heart that badly. And I didn't know what to do with myself because I so identified with wanting to be a singer-songwriter and everything, all the eggs in that basket. So I did what every reasonable person does at those times when you lose track of the dream that has driven you, ignited you, fired you up your whole life. I moved to California. Self-exile on the West Coast. We pay a premium to live out there, but the weather is quite nice. And I hear you guys pay a premium to live here too now, which I didn't back in the day. I don't think I ever paid more than $200 a month for rent when I lived in... That was with a lot of roommates, I'll admit, but... And I practiced a lot of yoga, because that's what we do in California, is do yoga. Became a vegan, because that's what we do, too. Now I'm not a vegan anymore, but I still do the yoga thing. This is getting to a point. I don't know what happened, but last year on President's Day weekend, on Saturday, I woke up in the morning from this crazy dream where I had been carrying a baby in a plastic bag that was full of piss. And it was a toxic environment. And I kept slow motion looking down and noticing the baby in this plastic bag and thinking, Arielle, don't suffocate the baby, make sure the bag doesn't close, because plastic, we know about plastic, right? Look up, get distracted by the world, look back down, oh, don't forget about the baby, fix the plastic bag, look back up. Okay, and then I woke up from the dream and I had this urgency. I had to go into the backyard and start gardening and clearing up some of the debris that had fallen in the backyard. And after a few hours of that, I brought my husband out there. I said, look what I did. He said, oh, it's very nice. You could put a shed back here. I built a shed, and as soon as it went up, all of a sudden I wanted to start writing songs again. And this is the first song I wrote. Of course, it's about my mother. The origin of all things, but as I was writing the song and then starting to play it and starting to learn it, all of a sudden I felt like, wow, I was writing this about her, but I think it might be a little bit about me too. So I thought I would start with this song. If you were the woman that you wanted to be, you'll be knee-deep in dirt, combing layers of earth. You'll be digging down through the centuries, making stories out of broken pottery. But you settled down and married young. Now you're looking in the mirror at the woman you've become. Do you do with someone else's dream, someone else's life, someone's heart, back in someone else's dream? If you were the woman that you wanted to be, you'll be skidding out the lane before the screen door hits the frame. You'll be steering straight to land you never knew. Buried temples and someone's heart. What can you say when you are caught between who you are and who you thought you'd be? Pieces of yourself under the rug. What do you do with someone else's dream, someone else's life, someone's heart? Back in someone else's dream. Someone else's dream. Back in someone else's